Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of The Paperback Fanatic. This is issue 45, and for some weird reason, I have never bought a single issue of this. It is excellent. However, the reason I bought this one was mainly because of this, a visual guide to Belmont and Tower books. And I love these sort of books. I mean, these just, as soon as I saw it listed, I thought, definitely. And it's, of course, very reasonably priced, which is great. All the books, Paperback Fanatic, reasonably available and, of course, excellently priced. And it's just full of just so many brilliant covers. Many I've seen over the years. Some I've never heard of, never seen. I mean, it's possible at book fairs, various pulp book fairs. It's probably all over the place. However, I love this sort of thing. And there's a little start here. It talks about the visual guide of New English Library. I would love to see that back in print. That would be just brilliant. Self-published, apparently it says here, a decade ago. Unfortunately, it doesn't, no names. There is a list you can find on the web of the names of the people involved in this. But it's just fascinating. And also plan to repeat this exercise for Panther books. I would love that. Pinnacle books, Door books. I love Door books. Door books were just, for some weird reason, because they were just that American company, and you used to pick them up in Dark They Were and Golden Eyed. I just love those ones, and I did have quite a few over the years. And also, of course, it says here, revisit the New English Library. I really hope they do that, because I think this is just brilliant. I love the introduction, just so much information about the line Belmont and Tower. For me, of course, Tower always associated more with Tower comics, and I love Tower comics with all the various characters, Wally Wood, of course. And this is just full of brilliant covers. Now, I don't know if every single cover of every single book is included. I mean, I think that would be pretty hard. I was just thinking about things like Ace Books. I mean, there must be thousands of them to do a complete book cover. It's possible, but wow. But however, this is just great. Very nice quality. I mean, obviously it's, you can see it's fairly small. I mean, you're not talking a huge full page, but in many ways, it's good for that. I mean, it's perfectly reasonable. You can see it. And I love reading all the blurbs and things. The blurbs are just great. The modern classic about the secret life, etc., etc. Foxhole in Cairo, and so on and so on. And each and every page, you've got to, every book, they've all got a little sort of synopsis there. Despite the packaging, this is a crime novel, and it's quite interesting to read it because you think, oh, my interpretation would be X, Y, Z as well, and then it turns around and says, nope, nothing to do with that at all. The Borgia Blade. Oh, Life and Loves in Greenwich Village. That sounds great as well. This was released 6 months after. Oh, how odd. Now, I mean, that just sounds a great title, but you just, and then it's obviously about the murder of a famous Bohemian. I'm not certain I'd be rushing to buy that, but I get Jailbait Jungle, Triple Cross, It Was the Day of the Robot. And of course, there's lots of these ones. Some of them were, actually quite a lot were pretty awful. I had loads of these Belmont ones. You could pick them up all over the place. And my favourite place was always picking up those sort of books was Fantasy Centre up at Holloway Road. Brilliant place. When it went, it was so disappointing. It was just one of favourite places to go to, pop into and pick up the occasional books. I had loads of these ones, and also where I lived in Reading, I used to live in Reading, and picked up loads of these sort of books. There was great bookshops in Reading, and they had stacks of this stuff, and The Shadow's Revenge, House of Mist. And of course, I've still got a few of these sort of Belmont ones, and you can pick them up in markets and things. They're still sort of normally in very battered condition. Quite often they're like really deteriorated condition. You just think, oh my, sometimes. But, not always the world's greatest books either. I mean, some of these I'm certain are brilliant, but Beyond the Gates of Dream, The Cosmic Eye by Mac Reynolds. And this is the thing that's always, of course, when you look through this, and of course, then you think, oh, I must go and see if I can find a copy of this, because, I'm not certain when the next pulp fair is up in London. I must go to that. And I assume that there'll be lots of these sort of books. The New Tomorrows, Defector, The Doomsday Planet, The Mists of Morning. I mean, obviously, all these Gothic novels there. It's like when it says, a Tower Gothic Classic, 50 cents, I suspect goes for a lot more than that now. But this is just full of just great, the women who murder, Witchcraft USA. Well, they just covered everything, didn't they? In the Name of the Devil, The Bloody Trail of Geronimo. This is just brilliant. This is, of course, typical standard Amazon book. The only trouble with Amazon books is that they always get that sort of curl. I'm certain this one will, sort of the pages will curl over like that. But I love this. This is just great. I really, truly hope that they bring out the ones that they suggest in here, the Panther ones, and of course, many, many other books, publishers I would love to see. Because but the Door one would be great. I would love to see that. I will definitely be buying it. And I will be going through, because you can find a lot of these on Amazon, just going through some of them. I think, you know what, I might buy some of those back copies because it's great. Really brilliant. A visual guide to Belmont and Tower books. Just a lovely, lovely book. Like I say, colour all the way through, just full of lots and lots of brilliant covers. Really worth checking out. And yeah, this is definitely Paperback Fanatic issue 46, 47, 48. I will be checking out. This is, of course, number 45. Totally recommended.